and welcome to Gadget Guide USA. Thanks for watching my 1080p HDMI one male to dual female splitter. And basically this is one of those devices I bought from eBay expecting it to be a total fluke and not work at all. What it is, it's an passive HDMI splitter where you basically plug in, you have one male that can plug into a laptop or an Xbox or something like that, and then it splits it into two HDMIs. In the past, I was actually really 100% sure this would never work, passive splitting, but I've tested it. There is some problems. You can see that screen blinks. I could have unplugged it or something. Yeah, I was just unplugging it. But I'm really amazed that it does in fact work. HDMI requires a handshaking process. In addition to the handshaking process, there's also this laptop is going to grab an EID from the monitor. I've gotten it to work on two computer monitors and two televisions as long as both televisions were on the exact same resolution. It doesn't work all the time though, and I can't figure out a rhyme or reason to when it does work or when it doesn't work. I paid about $7 for this cable, and an active splitter, which requires like a power supply or something like that, they run a lot more. You can pay $100 for a four-way splitter. So I was really shocked that this really cheap $7 cord actually splits HDMI. It's not perfect. I couldn't get it to work. If you'll watch, I'm going to unplug one and then replug it back in, and then it stops. Actually, well, before it was stopped working, so I really can't figure out a rhyme or reason to when it does work or it doesn't work. As you can see, this monitor over here is kind of blinking in and out. That wasn't happening before, and I guess it could be a cable error, or it also could be a power error from my laptop. My laptop's currently not powered, so it could be a power issue. You can see it blinking on and off. Up until now, it was actually working perfectly. It worked much better when I had this plugged into my Xbox 360. It worked absolutely perfect. It also worked well with an Android TV box. So I'm really blown away that for under $10 you can split an HDMI and get it to work. That blinking really right now is kind of bothering me. Like I said, it wasn't happening at all with the Xbox. It didn't happen at all with the Android TV box. And it wasn't happening with this laptop up until now. But overall, for $7, I expected it to work 0%, and I would say I would rate it about a 70%. Like I said, I could only get it to work if I used two monitors with the same resolution, and if I had, I tried to plug this into one TV and one monitor, it did not work at all. It's not perfect. It has like a few jank things. If you unplug one and replug the other, sometimes it works and you get HD errors. But the fact that it works is pretty amazing. It would work much better if you didn't try to run two at a time and you just left one on and one off. Like say you wanted to hook up one device to two different TVs. As long as you turn on the TVs one at a time, it will work. Trying to run two at the same time, as you can see, we got that blinking, so it's not perfect. But in the end, I'm going to have to give a thumbs up, not because it works 100%, but because it works at all. To be perfectly honest, with my knowledge of HDMI, it's still in my mind, I should say it should not work at all. But apparently it does. Overall, very impressed. Now I'm just going to go ahead and unplug it, and we can talk about the physical characteristics here. Basically, it's just a simple device. As you can see here, it has a male HDMI and two female HDMI plugs. It's just your standard construction. I mean, there's nothing crazy about it. But like I said, it does work, and I'm pretty amazed and overall very happy with the project, especially because I only paid $7. I do hope you enjoyed my product review today. Suggestions are always appreciated. Comments are always appreciated at the bottom of the page. Subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. And if you have any specific questions, comments, or suggestions, please email me at GadgetGuideUSA@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.